Today on TNT Big Show, the Switch 2 is revolutionary. All today on TNT Big Show. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is me, Michelle Tackett.
And this is Sean.
Welcome to TNT Big Show, and let's get right into this. And this is from CBR. They're a decent place, and they did an article 2 days ago talking about Nintendo releasing that patent, which does kind of confirm it. Until Nintendo says it out of their mouth, well, let's just face it, like when you saw the trailer of the Switch 2, and you saw Joy-Cons being glided like a mouse. But yes, we will have to wait for official confirmation, but I think this pretty much does confirm that the Switch 2 Joy-Cons are going to work like a mouse.
Well, I think they will. Also, I'm wondering about that patent they did, where you can split apart the Pro Controller and use it as a mouse.
Yeah, we'll see if that comes true. Who knows? But that's definitely something interesting, and I don't think a lot of you realize just how revolutionary this is going to be.
Yeah.
Because I know some PC gamers are going to say, well, actually, Michelle, you can play 2 mice on a PC. Yeah, but the 2 mice, you have 2 buttons on each.
And no keyboard to help you.
Right. With the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Cons, you're going to have 2 analog sticks. You can move the mice. You have 2 buttons at the top. And you're going to have 8 buttons on the side with the buttons. So that's going to be a lot better gameplay that you can do. Can you imagine how shooters like Splatoon 4 or Doom the Dark Ages or Perfect Dark, pretty much, confirmed that Perfect Dark will be coming to the Switch 2. Yeah. I'll definitely get that. And the Halo collection. Can you imagine how those games are going to play? You can either use one as a mouse and one as hold your Joy-Con controller in the regular position, upright. You can turn it on its side as well and play dual mouse. But unlike PC mice, which only have 2 clickable buttons, you will have 2 analog sticks on the side plus 8 buttons and 4 on top. That is going to really change a lot of how games are played, especially shooters and fast speedrunning type games.
And you better get ready, folks. Sony and Microsoft will rip this off from highway to hell.
And unlike other things that Nintendo has done, I think third parties will want to take advantage of this.
Yeah, because usually when they do stuff, like the motion control and everything, they're mostly just stuck with Nintendo. The third parties really didn't take advantage of it.
Unfortunately, that was true, but I think since they are used to PC development, this is not going to be that hard to implement.
Right, I mean, like the FX chip.
Yeah.
That was a marvel, but only Nintendo used it.
Yeah, that was...
So hopefully they'll all jump on board with the mice thing.
Right, because imagine if you're playing Doom the Dark Ages on the Switch 2. It'll play better on the Switch 2 than what it will a standard PC, because you'll not just be pushing buttons and stuff, which can get kind of clunky on a keyboard. It's not the mouse that I dislike when I play a game on mouse and keyboard, it's the keyboard part. But with the Switch 2, you'll have 2 controllers, only you'll have them turned on their side, but you still get to keep the functionality of the buttons and the Joy-Con, or the analog sticks. That's amazing. I mean, you'll be able to target easier. You know, you can target your gun with one Joy-Con, and then you can move and aim and stuff with your movement and stuff with the second Joy-Con.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, the first one in your left hand.
Yeah.
Can you imagine all the different types of
scenarios,
right, that you can play it where it's better?
Well, imagine games like SimCity,
yep,
Roller Coaster Tycoon, and Animal Crossing, and all those type of games.
Mario Maker 3. Can you imagine how intuitive and easy it'll be to do a level in Mario Maker 3? Because all you have to do is turn your Joy-Con on its side and move click, 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 click like a mouse and everything. You guys are like, Nintendo's not being revolutionary. My God, there's more to being revolutionary when it comes to video games. Just the name and the look of a system.
Yeah, and let's be honest, you can't do a new look every time.
No.
You just can't.
I mean, the Super NES, which, let's face it, was a better console than the GameCube and the N64, and I love both of those systems. But the Super Nintendo, if you just looked at it, like you guys are the Switch 2, was just a beefed up NES. However, the controller had 6 buttons, the Mode 7, the SF X chip, DLSS, HDR, and now mouse functionality. Sounds similar? See, the Switch 2 is doing other things. The PlayStation 5 Pro has PSSR. Yeah, that works out dandy, don't it? It's not built around the system.
And real quick, Michelle, do your fact-checking in history, my friends. The Nintendo Entertainment System, the Famicom and the Super Famicom were computers. They weren't video game systems. They were computers. Only in America did they over here and just make them video games solely. That's right. You could use the Super Famicom and the Famicom as a computer.
Well, yeah, they were called the family computer,
That's what I mean.
Yeah, that's what the Famicom was short for, family computer.
I mean, it was very limiting.
Yeah.
But still, now the Switch 2 is just going back to that.
Yeah, and I really do. I think a lot of you all don't see just how beneficial this is going to be for games. Now, whether the Joy-Con will do it, or excuse me, the Pro Controller will do it or not, I don't know. Hope so, but
I hope so.
It seems like the mouse on the Joy-Con feature has pretty much been revealed.
Yeah, but Michelle even said, though, folks, that she's seen some of the third-party Pro Controllers, and they look like they have a split in them. Now, we're not...
Let's wait and see, but is that thing that I saw in them, that indent or whatever, was it a split so that way you could take them apart like that and play them like a mouse? I don't know, but I would love to know.
If that is the case, you better believe the third parties are going to jump on this like a hot potato.
Yeah, and regularly I like to play with a Pro Controller, but I think for the Switch 2, because of the design of the Joy-Cons, I think playing them as a mouse would be better than a Pro Controller.
And Nintendo, since it's mouse-like, you better release a mouse pad with it.
Yeah, yep.
That'll be essential.
Yeah, so that way it won't hurt furniture.
The only thing I see a problem with this is the Nintendo Switch 2 Lite. I mean, so please, Nintendo, make the games, mouse thing, make it optional. But there are games on the Nintendo Switch that use the Joy-Con motion control that won't work on the Switch Lite. And I know, but there may be games that come out for it will be mouse only. And don't say there won't be, but because Nintendo did the motion control thing. Mouse thing has me a little worried about that.
I hope it's just a option for the large majority of games.
Yeah,
That definitely could be something. A lot of people have talked about Nate the Hate and Player Essence. And other people have talked about the Joy-Con mouse functionality, and people are wondering, like Player Essence said, it seems like it's going to be optional.
I hope so.
Yeah, and I don't think many games at all will be forced to use it. And Koizumi and them said they were listening to feedback because some people didn't like the fact that not every game played on the Switch Lite.
That's right, because I can tell you folks, right now, as a Switch Lite owner, I'm very upset that I cannot play Nintendo Switch Sports on my Switch Lite. I'm very upset about that.
So here's hoping that they listen to that.
Yeah.
Again, I think it'll be optional.
I hope so.
Yeah, so that way there won't be hardly any, if any at all, that'll won't be playable. And other thing that Nintendo seems like there's a new patent to really make the motion controls what it should have been when it came out with the Wii. The 9 axis, which is supposed to be the granddaddy where you actually get one-to-one motion movement. And if that is the case, like I said, let's wait till Nintendo fully announces it. But I can believe it because Nintendo never gave up on the motion controls, and even though motion controls are not the dominant thing, you still have a lot of games that give you the option to use them, or they do use them, or I could see this being implemented into the Switch 2 as well. So that way the games that do use motion control will use it much better than what it's been used before. Anyway, back to the mouse patent. It really disheartens me hearing people say, my Nintendo's not being innovative. You're just going by a name and a look. That's not innovation. Sure, the GameCube was different from the 64, but basically it was just a console. The system itself wasn't innovative. What was innovative was the Wavebird. And then the Wii came out, and yes, that was innovative. The Wii U came out, it was innovative.
The Switch screen gamepad as a controller. That's never
the Switch 1 was innovative, and the Switch 2 is innovative. You guys are just going by the name and everything, and I think that's very unfair because the system itself is going to have innovative features in it. And that should matter more than just whether or not the system is quirky looking or has a quirky name or something. That doesn't make something innovative.
Right or wrong.
The Switch 2 is going to be the first system, PC or home console, that is built around DLSS.
No.
And it's going to have other features that are going to help compress memory, according to another patent, that you can take a 100 gigabyte game and shrink it down to like 20. Which will be like, hey, no more wait for the download, you know. Wait until you see all the features and stuff that are in the Switch 2 before you make a judgment on whether or not it's going to be innovative or not. Because you don't want to judge just because the Switch 2, oh look, it's the follow-up to the Switch. Not going to be nothing different, same old. And that's just ridiculous and silly. I can't wait to see the Switch 2 unveiling April 2nd at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific time, 8 a.m. Central. I'm very, very happy about that. And it gives us time. Nintendo announced this like, you know, they showed the Switch 2 February, March, April, almost 3 months ahead of time. But, you know, keep an open mind. Make sure that you're like, you know what? Let's see what is innovative and different about this system. You know, because never say that Nintendo doesn't want to do something different. They're always doing that.
You say they never do nothing different? Okay, take Super Mario Brothers 1, compare it to Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Yeah, compare Echoes of Wisdom to other Zelda 2D games, or compare Breath of the Wild to other 3D Zelda games, or Metroid Dread to other 2D Metroid games, you know? I mean...
That's what I mean, you know, so don't sit there and tell me Nintendo doesn't do anything different.
Yeah, they always innovate. Nintendo loves to be different. They love to make things that are unique and exciting, and I can't wait. Like I said, you guys really need to keep an open mind, especially about the mouse patent. That's gonna be a real game changer, this mouse patent is, so keep your mind open, and we will see on April 2nd what all the Switch 2 can do. This is me, Michelle Nantucket.
And this is Sean.
Have a great day. Thank you for staying to the end of the video and watching it. If you like all of our videos, don't you join our other social medias like TikTok, Discord, Reddit, Instagram, Thread, X, and our WordPress blog. You can also support us by joining Patreon for as little as $1 a month, where you will get exclusive content, uncut videos, behind the scenes, watch that trailer, Jack's Joke of the Week, and my sports input. If you join the $25 tier, I will send you an autographed copy of The Buzzies for free. If you love horror movies and independent content, we're a great place to come and visit because we love supporting other independent creators and stuff. When you support us, you're supporting people who do all of this by ourselves. Me, Michelle, I'm the editor, I'm the director of the videos, I'm the producer, Sean's the executive producer and content creator. So thank you everybody, and please look into supporting our Patreon, as it really does help out. Just $1 a month. Thank you and have a wonderful day.